Hello, so I would like you to understand as I'm recording this video of Kaguya-sama episode, what is this? This is season 3 episode 5? 5. Season 3 episode 5. As I'm recording this video, it is currently 3:55 a.m. You want the proof? The proof is right there. Ignore the TikTok notification, it's 3:55 a.m. So, I am recording this right now. The episode actually came out probably at like 2 a.m. and I was stupid and was doing stuff with friends at the time and didn't even think about the fact that this came out tonight. So my fault, but I'm recording this super late. So I'm staying up late tonight for Kaguya-sama. So this episode has got to do a good job at making it worth it for me to stay up, and that's redundant. I know it will. This is Kaguya-sama. It always delivers. I don't think there's ever been a even mediocre episode of this show. There's always great stuff. So last week, I can't even remember. Oh, last week we had, the main thing was the Hayasaka dressed up as the male version of Hayasaka, the Herthaka. And they had a sleepover at Kaguya's house, and during that sleepover Kaguya got very tired and almost revealed that she loved Shirogane. It did not happen because she fell asleep just before it happened, but it was this close. And she did end up saying it in her sleep, but they weren't around to hear that. So whether we'll see any repercussions of that, I doubt it. It seems like one of those stories that, while it's important, it is ultimately mostly going to be a throwaway story that will, maybe they'll reference it again in the future, but for the most part, that didn't seem like one of the major moments. I will say, and I'm working on a bit of meta knowledge here, but I've got the screen up already. You can see there's credits over here, which means I think this is going to be a creditless episode, like an OP-less episode. And, what are they saving that time for? So is this going to be a special episode for some reason? Is there going to be something cool happening in this episode? Why do they need the extra time? I don't know. But I guess I'm excited to find out. It's only episode 5. I didn't expect any major developments, but who knows? We don't know what to expect. So here we go into episode 5 of Kaguya-sama Lovers' War Season 3. I'm so excited. Starts with Chika beatboxing. Oh! Oh no, Hayasaka has to listen to it. Well, he's improved now, I think. Chika's been helping him practice, and well, if Chika thinks he's ready, then he's probably ready. Hey, I listen to hip hop, so that's true. That's very true. Yeah. He doesn't want to be a bother to people. No, he shouldn't. Aww. He wants to do it through rap? That's not the only way to do it, but I'm here for it. Aww. I mean, she's got the wrong idea, but aww. Look at her little bouncing, that's so cute. She's gonna be so disappointed. Wait, is that why she invited Herthaka to it? Because she thinks Herthaka is the one he wants to... Oh no. Volume warning? You have to expect this by now, Chika. That's true. You can't balance them. Yeah, she didn't seem to. Fujiwara can pull it off. She's got great rhythm and pitch. So she just needs to learn the lyrical stuff. I mean, I say just needs to learn the lyrical stuff. That's extraordinarily difficult. Okay. Yeah, it's alright. Not too bad. Yeah. Nah, Shirogane knows a lot about rap even though he can't do it. What the heck, Fujiwara? I didn't expect that. Yeah, you forgot that, huh? She looks so cute in her backwards cap. I can't believe they're making that joke. That many times. 3 times now. Hayasaka wants to talk? Are they gonna actually have a proper heartfelt conversation? Fujiwara is gonna be so disappointed when she finds out it's not love related. Oh, we're heading to see this? Aww. This side story. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, where was Shinobi? Oh, she's back there. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this is happening. This seems major. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Oh yeah. Ooh. That's so good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. A perfectly decent rap, yeah. This is like a... This is insane. Wow, she's got bars too. Is Hayasaka gonna rap? Hayasaka can rap, surely. I can't imagine Hayasaka being bad at anything. What? Here we go. What the heck? What is this? What the heck is going on? I think this is pretty massive for Hayasaku's character, though. She grabbed it. Oh my gosh. All of these moments. This is massive. Oh my gosh. Oh. This is huge. This is genuinely huge for her character development.
Yes, my man.
She can just be friends with Shirogane. Oh my gosh. Yeah. That I got so much to say about that. Maki's back? Is she inside already? Oh no, Maki! The Tsundere senpai! Oh my god, Maki. Ishigami, stop encouraging her. Just like a kiss on the cheek. It just burned up. Did we know his name was Tsubasa? I knew it! I knew we didn't know. That's so funny. Okay, that's a Shinomiya thing, is it? The Shinomiya family all thinks it's just kissing. What? What is that, a Bewitched reference? Oh my gosh, what an image. You guys aren't gonna take each other's girls. They're both such hypocrites, though. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, tell me about it. It is nice that they're supportive of her when she's gone through the rough. Oh, don't be a bitch. I'm happy for her. His name. What? What is this? What the heck? What? Oh, I need to hear Maki's verse. Not Miko's verse, not Maki. Kaguya looks so... I mean, all of them look weird in this art style. Oh, that That Miko bit was so cute. I can't believe that. I can't believe that episode. Okay. I guess this was totally worth staying up for. It's 4:22 a.m. now. Oh my god, where do I begin? Where do I begin on that episode? That was, I think, that was officially the weirdest episode of Kaguya-sama to ever come out from start to finish. I am shocked by, like, that was a fever dream, but that was genuinely such an important episode, and I think because it was so important, they went all out with the weirdness and they went all out with everything. Because that, oh my gosh. Okay, all right, let's take this one step at a time. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I've got the titles of the episode. Okay, so the episode's called Chika Fujiwara wants to beat a rhythm, Ai Hayasaka wants to talk, Maki Shijo wants some help. Okay, all right, okay. Let's take it one step at a time. Chika Fujiwara wants to beat a rhythm. So, I thought that with the rap thing, they were going to just have that be a background thing. I thought it was just a background joke. Like you know when Miko has the whole joke where she's walking down the hall and then just as something like really out of context is happening, and then she'll open the door and then she'll like scream and go, oh, I can't believe it. And then she'll run away crying, like that whole joke. You know how it got to the point where at some point Ishigami was trying on Kaguya's clothes and then you just saw her feet walking down the hall, just tuk, tuk, tuk. And then you saw the door open, her look through and immediately close. And the rest was implied, right? That was the whole setup of the joke. They'd done it so many times at that point that now they could just imply in the background, like you can imagine she's running away crying or whatever. With this, I thought it was gonna be. We know at this point Chika teaching Shirogane. We had her teaching him volleyball, her teaching him to sing, her teaching him how to soarin dance. And at this point, we know that how that goes, right? He starts at a place that's awful. She yells at him for being awful. She agrees to help him. He has some sort of sob story for why he really needs it this time. She helps him. They do a training montage, and then eventually he is like pretty solid at whatever it is, and they show it off. And as it goes on, they've kept trying to change up the formula. I thought this time, because in the past 2 episodes, we've seen her helping him with rapping. I thought this time it was just going to be purely in the background because we get what's going on. So the fact that they were doing it this episode actually surprised me because I was like, oh, how are they going to change it up this time? Here's how they changed it up this time. This was a really bloody important one because this was the single biggest piece of Hayasaka character development we've gotten in the entire show so far. She has been a relatively static character throughout the show. Static isn't necessarily a bad thing. She's still been one of the best characters and incredible, funny, like one of the smartest characters in the show. She has been an excellent character, but she has been static. Her character development has not really been present much at all outside of basically the running theme of the bet with Shinomiya, where can she seduce the president. So the fact that this seems like probably the climax, this is probably the climax of that arc, where I mean he expressed how he was feeling to her through rap and allowed her an outlet to do that for herself, to the point where she was just able to tell Shinomiya, can we just let me be a teenager? Like, I don't think what she was saying is I don't want to do all the stuff I'm doing for you anymore. I think all she was saying is, can we give me some leeway? Can we just open up the, like, this is the amount of stuff that I'm doing right now. Can we just get it to here? Am I allowed that much, right? A regular teenager's up here. I don't need that much. Can we get it to here? And that's it. And so she's like, can I have just one male friend? Like, can I just have a relationship with someone that's not you? Shinomiya is not a bad person. Maybe I'll regret saying that. Shinomiya is sweet at heart. But I mean, she's a spoiled rich kid. She has had Hayasaka working for her for who knows how long. She at this point has come to expect that Hayasaka will put her first every time. And so Hayasaka through that has earned her like being sarcastic all the time and all that sort of stuff. Like that's the, I feel like Shinomi is like, well, you know, what I'll allow you is you can talk to me however you want. You know, you can tell me that I'm hopeless. You can make sarcastic comments and all of that. You can do all of that, but you still have to put me first all the time. And so it shocks me that Hayasaka was now able to tell Shinomiya, like, I'm not always gonna put you first. I gotta put myself first sometimes, and that is great. And to do that all through a rap sequence is, I in a recent video on my Ya Boy Kongming videos, I've been talking about D4DJ lately, but D4DJ also did this, so let's also give D4DJ a tiny bit of credit, where they also expressed their climax of character emotion stuff through a rap battle, which is very funny, and that was a great episode. But wow, I am shocked. I feel like I don't know, I feel like when I see other people who watch Kaguya-sama, people watch it for different reasons. I first and foremost love the characters and the story. Obviously the humor is some of the best humor I've seen in anime ever, and this episode had me like, I don't know how I'm gonna edit it down. I was laughing the whole time. But I watch it because I love the story and the characters and the writing. It's all so good. So I feel like some people aren't really gonna care about the Hayasaka thing, or they're just gonna think, oh, it's a funny rap. You know, I'm not saying other people are stupid for thinking that, but that's not what they're in the show for. But for me, that's what I'm in the show for. So the chauffeur, that's whatever. So I am just ecstatic with that. Okay, that's the Hayasaka one. I can't keep talking about that forever. The Maki storyline. The Maki storyline, I think they have to be careful with that one, because what they're doing right now is, I think originally the whole thing was whenever there was, you know, enough time between stories, Kashiwagi would come back, or her boyfriend would come back and ask for more love advice, right? I think at this point, the author's like, all right, I've played that out enough, so I'm going to put them to the side and instead have that storyline progress into the Maki storyline, which is now we're seeing Kashiwagi and her boyfriend through the eyes of Maki. And that is a good evolution, that it's mixing things up. It was, the Kashiwagi and boyfriend stuff was getting a little more stale at this point. It never had a bad storyline, but it was getting more stale. So it's good that they were able to change it up. But they do have to be careful with the Maki one, I think. And I mean, I trust the writer, so I don't think he's going to screw it up, and I'm sure it's going to be entertaining the whole time. But this one seems like it's going to be much easier to get repetitive and much harder to I want to say relate to, empathize with is what I think I'm going for, or sympathize with, because we understand, I think generally a lot of us understand how Maki feels, and I'm sure people all over the world, including myself, have gone through the idea of liking someone who is unattainable for whatever reason. And so, like, it's a lot of us are gonna understand how she feels. She also wants to break up Kashiwagi and her boyfriend. I don't think she's ever gonna do it. I don't think that's in her character. But it's hard to be on her side when she seems like she has such a villainous motivation. Even though I'm sure she's just, she's all talk. She's just a sweetheart. Maybe not a sweetheart. I'm giving all these characters too much credit. But we can't exactly be on her side is the point. So all we can do is just be like, oh, she's like, I feel the pain she's feeling. And that's kind of it. And so because of that, the two Maki storylines have basically been the same thing, which is fine because they were both funny. And this is a comedy show first and foremost. So as long as they stay funny, I guess it doesn't matter. But I think they really need to change it up next time she appears. To make sure that it's diverse, and because this show is very, very good at not overdoing anything necessarily. Even though it has a lot of running jokes, I don't think it ever really overdoes any of them. But the joke of us never knowing what Kashiwagi's boyfriend is called and it coming up just in this episode, and the other characters being like, huh, so that's his name. I think that is really funny because, I mean, you saw, I was watching the scene, I was like, I don't think we knew his name. I think this is the first time, and Maki, obviously she knows his name. She loves his name. She probably says it to herself 20 times a night. So that was really funny that she just says it like a bunch of times in a row and they're like, huh, we didn't know its name. And then that ED, there's so much to talk about this episode. Oh my gosh, the ED, I can't believe the ED. I just can't believe it. I can't believe they would do that. I mean, this is the same company that did the Chika dance, so it makes sense that they would put a lot of effort into this stupid joke, right? And it is crazy. It's impressive that whatever they put their effort into, it's never what you expect, and it's never what you ask for, but you're happy to have it. And so, like, no one was expecting a Chika dance, it happened. No one was expecting, like, in season 2 there was like, I mean, there's a lot of moments of great animation everywhere, but I specifically remember the moment where Kaguya is looking for her ritual where she touches her hand there and she does this like dance, and it's not derivative of the Chika dance. It is like this very different thing, and it's during an episode. It's not an ED, and there's a bunch of reasons it's very different, and it's pretty short. But it was a very like nice, smooth animation and really cool, and that sticks out to me. And then this, where they have just an ED that's a rap battle between the characters, and it doesn't make any sense, but it's amazing. This show is crazy. I think my voice is dying. It's almost 5 a.m. But that was an episode worth staying up for. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this video, so if this video is like super long, I'm sorry, but that was a great episode. So thank you for joining me for this episode of Kaguya-sama. If this is your first time on the channel, or if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like and join in on the discussion below. I love this show. I love a lot of the shows I watch, so joining in on the discussion will really help me. Give me stuff to talk about. I mean, not that I need more to talk about, but like I'll discuss with you. It's great. It's really good. So thank you everyone, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.